it like this, I said it 2 times. Cause it's so legit, ayo, 3 times. Pure poetic, the various rap styles are the alphabetic.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, it's time for Sonic
Forces, man.
Sonic the Hedgehog, where the Sonic Mania released earlier this year was a fantastic game. Such a fantastic game. The expectation raised a bit after Sonic Mania, even though there's not the same developers. So here you got like classic Sonic, where you run around in 2D, even though it's 3D backgrounds and stuff. And this 3D mode, but it's a wacky story where, you know, Sonic goes and dies because Eggman's friend kills him, but no, it's not that, he's in prison or something. So, and you have to make an avatar to go save him. So
already now it sounds
that's a one. So you make this avatar and you got, like, you can make him like a cat or dog or something, and you can put glasses on him, you can put caps and clothes and change a lot of things. And it looks like a mobile game. They pushed in so much material, a lot of material. So when you complete a level, you get materials, and when you get S rank, you get even more materials. So they focused on a lot of materials instead of good materials. So when you play with this avatar, you can even shoot and stuff, and that's not Sonic for me. That's Ratchet and Clank, and I like Ratchet and Clank, but in Sonic, Ratchet and Clank in Sonic, with bad controls.
Listen, Sonic is Sonic. Ratchet and Clank is Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
it's 2 different games.
When you're running a Sonic, some stages are pretty fun actually, even though the controls isn't precise. It's not precise because sometimes you have to jump and there's a icon saying that you should toss a rope around it or something, and sometimes the icon comes up, sometimes not, and you don't know why. So the gameplay isn't fluid, and it's like almost like a racing game because it's made as you should replay the levels and get S rank. So you should run through the stages as fast as you can and kill as many enemies as you can. And the enemies are stupid as fuck, because they're like stupid robots with no AI. It feels most like they're an obstacle for Sonic to get through the stage, not a real threat or anything.
Jesus.
And sometimes you use enemies to jump around and reach higher places. So, but the Sonic stages are quite fun in 3D. I actually like the 3D levels more with Sonic than the 2D levels. Yeah. Because there are not a lot of details and stuff. It's like quite boring stages, especially compared to Sonic Mania. It's not a lot of diversity, and it's almost a platform. You jump to a platform from another platform.
To another platform and to another platform.
Yeah. And in the 2D, the speed goes down a lot, so it's not as speedy as the 3D levels. So,
but Sonic is about speed.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Sonic is speed.
Exactly, and it doesn't feel like the game engine has been made for the 2D levels. It's made for the 3D, and they put some 2D levels. It worked in Sonic Generations. I liked quite much, actually. But it's the same developers who made Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. So I had quite big hopes on this one. But it's a lot of those downsides where the control isn't precise, and that's really important at the platform.
Of course.
And I think in the beginning I thought that, oh man, shouldn't it be some hardship? Shouldn't it be harder? Because it was so easy to get through these levels, and you're running down this water, and comes enemies beside you, and I think, oh, I shouldn't touch them because I'm gonna lose my rings, and then I touch them, and then they jump out of the water and I get some points. So I should
Yeah.
jump into them.
Yeah.
So this part I can't lose. And some people are gonna hate the music,
God.
but I actually like it. I'm actually embarrassed to like it because it's
It's so shitty that you like it.
yeah, it's like those, you know, auto-tunes from the 90s.
Oh God.
It's like you think E-Type's back.
Jesus.
But it's get this 90s retro feeling.
So all in all, man.
So all in all, it's a 5. It's a
5 out of
5
10.
out of 10. So I have fun with it sometimes. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I like it.
It's
but
in between. It's like
I keep coming back and trying to get faster times and.
it has some pros and some cons. So it's a 5 out of 10. South Park, baby. South Park. Fractured butthole.
Yeah, fractured butthole or
The fractured
butthole.
butthole. The fractured butthole or the fractured butthole.
Yeah.
I love the title, man. It's
Yeah.
very clear title.
Clicky. I like it too, and it's, you know, I watched some South Park back in 78.
Yeah, back in the day. Back in 1978. Yeah, I saw a few episodes of South Park and even the movies.
Yeah, I saw a movie. I think that was the first I saw it actually. So, and it starts on the street where you're playing the new kid.
New kid on the block, baby.
Yeah, and those kids in South Park are making their own superhero franchise.
Yeah.
And they're fighting on the street. You know, they're playing on the street, but they're fighting. And you know, when you were a kid, you was so sucked up in the game that you felt like it was real when you were playing. But here it's the same, where you're in the game, you're in a fight, and then there comes a car honking, and everybody goes, "Oh, move from the street! It's a car!"
Oh, nice scenario. But the structure of the game, what kind of game is it? For me, who hasn't played it, is it a
comedy RPG, strategy RPG?
Is it a turn-based?
Yeah,
kind system or a real time?
Have you played this guy or Final Fantasy Tactics or something? You know, where you have a grid.
Yeah.
It's not as big grid as Final Fantasy Tactics or Disgaea, but it's a small grid where you take turns and your characters can walk some squares at a time. And you move them and you make your attacks, and it's like the enemies can make piss bombs and and
turn-based.
It's turn-based.
Tactical combat
RPG.
system.
Yeah.
RPG. All right.
So you level up and you get slots for some special equipment that's make your character stronger or better at certain things. But the most great about it, I like the fighting system, but the story and the characters and the comedy is what making this great. You almost forget about the fighting because it's
South Park, baby.
Yeah.
It's South Park.
And I almost feel ashamed of that I'm laughing out loud. So, you know, there's a lot of shitting on the head and a lot of
pissing shit. Puke shit, sex, piss.
Yeah, and I'm 31 and laughing like hell.
Yeah, but South Park is the shit, man. South Park is the shit.
So it felt kind of great when you're sitting at home, nobody sees you when you're playing it. That's so, and it got a lot of those stuff from the TV series. I haven't seen a lot of it, as I said, but it feels like there is a long story of a TV series or a movie or something. Okay, it's about the graphics. It feels like the movies you've seen, like the TV series.
Oh no, that's nice.
And it's, you know, it's simple but functional.
It feels like, it looks like, as you can see over here, it looks just like the cartoons. Actually.
Yeah.
So that's a nice add-on. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch in the game because the graphics, it look like the cartoon series. Even though I haven't played it, I can even imagine the storyline, the quest line. It's probably proper fun, actually.
Yeah, it's got those pieces where you remember. You're gonna find the worst daycare ever. I don't gonna spoil it for you.
Alright.
But it's a lot of those details that make the game.
Any negatives? Cons on the game?
Actually, I have few cons.
Oh,
if you don't like, you know, pubertal humor,
piss shit, sex,
so
all
I
that good
feel
stuff.
a bit of shame that I like it.
No, man, South Park is
actually
the shit. It's the shit, man.
So I can't really come up with any cons. Maybe that I would like a more interesting story, but it doesn't matter because
South Park is
focus on the fun things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter really.
So how many points do you give?
I give this 8 out of 5. 8.5
Wow,
out of 10.
Holy, 8 out of 5. That's like
that's madness.
That's madness. That's
8.5.
Last but not least, baby.
Gran Turismo
GT, Gran Turismo Sport. You played it, and I played it. You played a lot. I played a little because I played it when they put out on a demo, the beta. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played the beta, so I know a little about the game. I know the feeling.
You can actually use the saves from the.
Yeah, exactly. So I played it, and the most important part of all racing games, but how does it feel?
Exactly.
The controls, man.
And I love the controls.
Same here.
And the last couple of Gran Turismo games.
Gran Turismo 5 and 6, it felt like more of a downer.
Yeah.
Than,
but this
after
one,
Gran Turismo 4, it went downhill.
But Gran Turismo Sport is actually the best controls ever in a racing games with a controller.
Gran Turismo Sport, baby.
It's excellent, and the graphics, the cars,
top-notch.
The cars are so detailed. Even if you zoom in on stuff, you're gonna find those details you didn't know would exist.
The graphics in GT,
I've heard
top class. It's top of the tops.
Yeah,
actually.
And you can even play some of it with the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I don't have a PlayStation VR, so I haven't tried that. But this. At first, I was actually a little disappointed because it doesn't have this big campaign
like the classic Gran Turismo.
I knew this from before. Of course, I knew it when I got it, but I still thought it was some kind of single-player experience that I would like. But you can play arcade mode. You can play this arcade mode where you run around one course, and that's. When you have completed it, you can play easy, normal, or hard. And then you're done with it. So that's quite a disappointment. And you can make some practice runs and challenges. Yeah. So, like the practice where you should start and stop. This is about online experience.
Online.
Because if you're not online, even though you play against AI controlled racing cars, you can't save at all. You have to be online.
Yeah.
And you can play like against other people where you set up the rules, you set up the time of the day. But the essence of the game is
online.
When you play ranked matches online. It's like three races, like they change about a week I think. And you can race it how many times you want. You can race your qualifying time. You can play the qualifying races how much as you want until they change courses. So, and I started out a little disappointed. There is only three courses you play, but I get more and more addicted. So I spent a lot of hours just to perfect my qualifying times. Because when you get a better time, you get a better position
baby.
In the start grid, and you of course want the pole position.
Yeah.
Because when you're further back in the lines, you almost always get those players crashing into you. They're playing like hooligans and they don't really know how to drive. They don't really care.
But in a race, if you're in a race, they have different type of rules. Well, you can't just crash into people. You have to have like penalties.
Yeah, they have penalties. It's called driver's license is driver's rank is where you get a ranking, a status for your driving skills.
All right.
And the SR ranking is what you get for playing nice. You shouldn't drive into.
Shouldn't drive
cars.
into people. Goddamn it.
Yeah.
Play nice.
Your driver grade can't go above your SR rank.
All right.
So if you're at C, you can't go over C in your driver. So
you have to balance that shit out.
It doesn't work any good actually, because I've played a lot of races where I'm in this corner and then there is someone who doesn't use their brakes at all, and pushing me out on the grass, and I get penalties for driving.
Do you get
off.
penalties?
Yeah, I get penalty because I'm driving
off the course. All right,
yeah.
That's they have to fix that shit up.
Yeah, they do. Sometimes I even get plus time for that. So I have to brake like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And of course I have no chance of winning the race. I like the thought of this penalty system.
Yeah.
Where
they have to balance that shit. It's I understand that you get the penalty because you're off the course.
Yeah, if I do that by myself.
Yeah. Exactly. But this is straight up the ground of the game. It's an online racing game. It's like the first in the Gran Turismo series that they made it like this.
Exactly.
The old Gran Turismo that I know of, it's campaign based, like huge campaigns. But this is strictly online. But it's good though. But the further you go, the more serious the competition is, and your competitors. I think the further you go and the more high level type of competitors you compete against, the better races it will be. And
the pros overweight the cons.
Exactly.
So it's a good game where it's very addictive. Like, you know, the old games are very addictive, but this is addictive at an other level.
Different type of level,
other type of.
Another type of way.
It's in another type of way.
Gran Turismo is it's about campaigns and license
like
after license after license, and it's more of a spin-off, but more dedicated to online.
Yeah, more like an e-sport version of Gran Turismo.
GT is back, baby. It's back.
Exactly.
So what do we give this game?
It's actually an 8.
An 8.
It's a great game. It's great. It's very addicting.
Yeah.
When you realize what it is, you're falling for it. So you have to give it some time first.
Gran Turismo's back?
Yeah, Gran Turismo's back.
It's back, baby.
Yeah.
8 out of madness points.
Exactly.
GT. So subscribe, baby. Ping, 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 ping. Subscribe and like, alright?
Please.
One time, I'ma spit like this, I said it 2 times. Cause it's so legit, ayo, 3 times. Pure poetic, and various rap styles, lucky alphabet.